Level 1 the message.
You wake up, thinking it's just another normal day. You grab your phone to check your notifications. But instead of your usual messages, there's only one. You are wanted worldwide. You freeze. A second later, your phone starts ringing. You answer, not knowing who could be calling. A calm voice says just one sentence. Don't let them catch you. The call suddenly ends. Your heart starts racing. You slowly walk to the window and see dozens of police cars surrounding your house. A helicopter is circling above. Now you know. This is real. You quickly throw on your hoodie, grab your backpack, and realize you're out of time. You carefully move toward the front door. The police are already waiting outside. The front exit is blocked. You quietly open the back door, and your escape begins.
Level 2 the escape begins.
You quietly close the back door behind you, and immediately start running. Every second matters now. You climb over a wooden fence, landing hard in another backyard. Police sirens keep getting louder. You don't even dare to look back. Then, a police helicopter appears overhead. It circles lower and lower, searching every street around you. You quickly dive behind a large dumpster, holding your breath. Heavy footsteps get closer. An officer walks right past your hiding spot. For one terrifying moment, you think you've been caught. But he keeps walking. The alley finally falls silent. You slowly step out from behind the dumpster. An open gate catches your eye. Without making a sound, you slip into the next backyard. You know this won't be the last time you have to run. But right now, you're still free. For now.
Level 3 the city is hunting you.
You finally leave the alley behind. The city is huge, but there's nowhere left to hide. Keeping your head down, you blend into the crowd, trying to look like everyone else. Then, police cars race through the intersection. Their sirens echo across the streets. You know they're getting closer. Without stopping, you rush toward the subway entrance. You slip inside, push through the turnstiles, and reach the platform just in time. A train rolls into the station. The doors slide open. You step inside and disappear into the crowd. For a brief moment, feels like you've escaped. But as the train begins to move, you glance through the window. Several police officers rush onto the platform, searching every passenger. They were only seconds too late. For now, you're still free. But the hunt has only just begun.
Level 4 trapped underground.
You finally make it out of the subway. Fresh air fills your lungs. But your escape is far from over. Police officers rush out of the station behind you, shouting for you to stop. You don't even look back. You sprint into a narrow alley, pushing yourself as fast as you can. Then, a tall metal fence blocks your way. There's no time to think. You grab the cold metal, pull yourself up, and climb with everything you've got. The officers are getting closer. You jump down on the other side and land inside a huge industrial yard. Towering shipping containers surround you. Old warehouses cast long shadows across the ground. For a brief moment, everything goes quiet. But deep inside, you know the hunt isn't over. You take one deep breath, tighten your backpack, and disappear into the endless maze of containers, hoping they never find you.
Level 5 surrounded.
You stay perfectly still, watching the officers search every corner of the yard. Then, a police dog suddenly catches your scent. The officer points straight at you. You've been spotted. Without wasting a second, you sprint between the endless rows of shipping containers. The officers are right behind you. You leap over wooden pallets, slide beneath a steel container, and barely stay out of sight. Flashlights sweep across the ground, getting closer with every second. You quickly hide behind a stack of old crates, holding your breath. The dog stops only a few meters away. For one terrifying moment, feels like everything is over, but the officers keep moving forward, leaving you hidden in the darkness. You've escaped again, at least for now.
Level 6 no way out.
You spot the cargo ship waiting at the dock. It's your only way out. Behind you, police officers spread across the entire port. Their flashlights sweep between the containers. You stay low, watching every move they make. Then you see an opening. Without hesitating, you climb onto another container and jump across the narrow gap. The landing is rough, but you keep moving. The officers are getting closer. You quickly climb down the side, only a few steps from the water. The ship is right in front of you. Its engines begin to roar. You know this is your last chance. You take one final breath and run toward the ship before it disappears into the night.
Level 7 No safe place.
You hide between the towering containers, trying to stay completely silent. For a moment, it feels like no one has noticed you. But that feeling doesn't last. The captain receives a warning over the radio. Every crew member is ordered to search the ship. Flashlights begin sweeping across every corridor. You quietly move through the narrow passages, stopping every time you hear footsteps. One sailor comes dangerously close, but you slip behind a stack of cargo, holding your breath until he walks away. Hours later, the ship finally leaves the harbor and enters the open sea. You carefully look outside, hoping the nightmare is finally over. Then, a helicopter appears on the horizon. Its searchlight sweeps across the ocean, moving closer to the ship every second. You realize the truth. There is nowhere left to run. There is no safe place.
Level 8 Trapped at sea.
The helicopter refuses to leave. Its searchlight keeps sweeping across the ship, getting closer every minute. You stay perfectly still, hoping the darkness will hide you. Then you hear another engine. A patrol boat is racing toward the cargo ship. Within seconds, it pulls alongside the massive vessel. Armed officers prepare to board. There is nowhere left to hide. You watch them climb onto the ship, one after another. Footsteps echo across the metal deck. The search is closing in. You are trapped between the crew, the officers, and the endless ocean. There is only one question left. How much longer can you stay hidden?
Level 9 The final choice.
There is nowhere left to hide. You climb over the edge of the cargo ship, holding on with nothing but your hands. Below you, the freezing waves crash against the steel hull. Every second feels like an eternity. Then the footsteps stop. The officers finally reach the railing. They stare in disbelief, unable to believe you're hanging outside the ship. One of them reaches toward you, but it's already too late. Your arms are shaking. Your fingers are losing their grip. You look down at the dark ocean one last time. You know exactly what happens if you fall. But you also know what happens if you stay. You close your eyes, take one deep breath, and slowly let go with one hand. The next choice will decide your fate.
Level 10 Freedom.
You hit the freezing water and sink deep beneath the waves. For a few terrifying seconds, everything goes completely silent. You force yourself to keep swimming, even though every muscle in your body burns. When you finally reach the surface, the cargo ship is already far behind you. The searchlights scan the ocean, but they never find you. You keep moving, stroke after stroke, until the first light of dawn appears on the horizon. Then, you finally reach the shore. Exhausted, cold, and barely able to stand, you turn around one last time. The ship that almost became your prison is nothing more than a tiny shadow in the distance. You survived. You are finally free.